All right, welcome back to the stream. I'm gonna just start out with GFL2, then we're gonna move to Uma Musume. Okay, let's get started. I haven't done any of the inverse cipher yet. Really do some of them. Okay, this is just doing your usual routine. Okay, flame. And then unclick bless, whatever that means. I just do it. It's free things, so you know. Okay. Let's do the dailies. I'm gonna use the whatever this is, the battle pass thing. So for GFL2, I'm scaling down to be a dolphin or a minnow nowadays. Maybe even less than a dolphin, because I want to focus more on Uma Musume nowadays. But like, I'm still having fun with this game. Just that I felt like I'm at a place where I don't need to spend anymore. At least not in the next 6 months. Or, you know, I can just spend on the battle pass and keep saving, keep skipping, or just roll for like 1 dupe. Then if I feel like I really need, I can always wait for the rerun, you know. And they are planning from the recent announcement, aside from the disappointing outcome, the skin gacha bullshit, they did mention that they're adding more platoon related things, so that should lower the pressure of feeling like you need to get like, you need to do super well with Gunsmoke. Who knows? I don't know. I prefer like the Uma Musume model. You really don't need to Giga Whale. I mean, Giga Whaling makes it easier, but like, that's it. It just makes it easier. But you know, you can just be lucky enough that you can just especially with this recent Champions Meet, you just need to get lucky enough, you know. And all you need to do is just do your dailies, just carefully plan, you know, you use your brain, you plan, and you know, just try to get lucky. Eventually you'll get something that can even beat like a whaled up unit. So I prefer that model. But again, of course, if you don't have a lot of time in the world, you know, some sweat lords have a lot of time in the world. You know, you could just whale if you're a wagey cagey like me. Oh well. So it also, you know, I don't know. I guess more Hoyo like gacha model games tend to prefer like, you know, more pay to win ish kind of gacha gameplay. I think it's the more Hoyoverse style ones, because the Japanese style gacha games, especially the ones that came from like, you know, Edgeo era, you know, you didn't need to have a, you know, the Hoyoverse kind of gacha is that they essentially release incomplete units, and each refinement or each duplicate will give you like they complete the character a little bit more. And I know that there are a lot of attempts to like, you know, ensure that you don't. There were some mechanics early on that you don't need to go for V6, and then you could V6, R6, or whatever you call them nowadays. You don't need 6 dupes, just so that you could have a good time in the game. But eventually, some of the companies kind of make it feel like it's mandated that you should always have V6 or R6 or whatever you call it, just to have like a full experience. Unlike in Japanese gacha, it's more like it reduces the time investment you need in the game. But if you put the time on it, you eventually get it. But, you know, it's because they know the target market is more like busy businessmen, salarymen, you know, just looking for something to play in the middle of commute during their town time. They have a lot of disposable income. Well, okay, so the Hoyoverse model kind of is geared. Also, it's also kind of geared towards spenders like that, but you know, it's because it makes everything easier, faster, and all. But it's so geared towards to them that, you know, being the F2P experience is so bad. But I understand why they think like that, because, you know, F2Ps don't pay. they need them to spend, you know. But there's a fine balance to sure to keep the game running, and non-spenders are a really huge component to that. One thing I could say about like the fucking Champions Meet experience so far, like, I'm sure you watch some content creator like go through their experience, and they keep saying shit about like you know, there's a lot of content creators, they make guides about optimal builds, all that, and once in a while they wait, let me, who am I missing here? Kihwa, okay. Anyway, they make a lot of guides about optimal builds, all that. Then you watch their day 1, day 2. They encounter someone who obviously looks like they just threw in their Uma, like, you know, it's not even like best effort. It's like they just played the game. They never probably thought about too hard about like Champions Meet, or they never tried to figure out to circumvent. If they were really thinking about Champions Meet and they did their best effort, they only did it to an extent that they then try to circumvent certain deficiencies that allows them to get max stats, like getting good parent sparks, all that, or preparing parents or whatever. No, you know, they just worked with, okay, I worked on my team trials team. I'll just use them as my parents, and I'll make a fucking Uma out of it as best as I could. So you encounter some of them while playing, or there's some people who really don't care. They're just there just to collect rewards. They fight the optimized builds, and some of those optimized builds they lose to that for the unoptimized builds for some reason. I actually like that. I actually like that. it works both ways though. Like, if you're a guy who couldn't get, if you're a knowledge knower, you tried hard to study up, try to build your characters. You work hard to circumvent all those problems. Sure, it's a disappointing that you will lose to someone who's unoptimized, but it also means that someone who's with a very, 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 very optimal build, probably they paid to win, or they probably, since at the beginning of the game, they were probably a JP player, or they have a network. You know how there's tons of like guilds, multi-guild guilds, multi-game guilds, like. There's some whale guilds that just go into every different game. Some of them just... I really don't know that because I never joined those kinds of guilds. I don't know where the hell those sweaties come from, but they literally make like a network of whales. Anyway, and they go into every different game. That means that those guys, if you ever face one of those guys, it means there's a chance you can also beat them. And there's also nothing stopping the unoptimal ones to also beat them. So that's a good way to think about it. Sure, the probability of you doing that is lower. I mean, it's low, but it doesn't mean, at least you can beat them. If they get unlucky enough that they could be blocked, you have a chance. You have a chance to win. Unlike I guess more Hoyoverse games where the only way you're gonna lose, only way like a very, very built up unit is going to lose is if they first call the plan. Is it the player just suddenly like doesn't do anything? They just bring their characters, and their units doesn't have some sort of mechanic that that can auto play for them. By the way, GFL2 is considering the latest update in the Chinese server. They literally have like the moment she gets in and it kills everything on the field, and if you play PvP, that also means your characters automatically get hit at the beginning of the game. Yeah, that's just straight up whatever, man. What the fuck? Anyway, those types of games, there is no fucking way you're gonna beat a fucking whale. Okay, so maybe like I'm trying to think of a better example because it's been ages since I played a Hoyoverse Gacha game. I guess my best example is Tower Fantasy because it's the game. It's a game that does a hybrid Hoyoverse style gacha while being confused about like there's like a single player aspect to it, and there's like it's like an MMO. I only played for like a couple of months or like its first year, and I never even got to one whole year, or maybe that I can't remember. But it's a game that's very confused about what it wanted to be. Like you want it to be like a single player. Do you want it to be like a single player, and a game that optimizes the single player experience, or like a 3-player, 4-player experience, or do you want it to be a full-on MMO? And they literally use the same kind of engine used in Hoyoverse style games. So the moment you have like a full, I don't know what you call guilds there, but like the moment you bring in like fucking more than 20-30 people, or like if, the whole game shits itself, But anyway, so I did play that game. I wailed on it. course, you know, since it's more of an MMO, like you can straight up who's FTP, who's whales, try hards, all that. You know, it's much more obvious. But you know, the comparison between the whale versus like an FTP in that fucking game is so obviously far, man. It's so you know that's straight up. It's so straight up obvious, and that like there's no way a fucking FTP would win unless the one playing the whale character is so shit, man. It's so shit. You have to be literally so bad at the game just for like a low spender to win against a high spender. And this is more like the PvE aspect. There's PvP. They tried their best to like kind of ensure that's balanced to an extent, but like it's kind of weird that the game also had like you can't play characters that you don't have. So so if a whale would have more access to like more units, and the game doubled down on power creeping every fucking banner. They doubled down the power creep so bad that it's like, you know, just releasing a character, you don't even you know in that PvP mode that where they kind of scale down everyone so that everyone's equal, everyone is fully upgraded, so you essentially almost have like a whale experience, except that it depends on the availability of characters you have. So wait, I have no choice but to go through this approach. Anyway, the power creep was so bad. Just having the character exist was power creep on itself. Fuck, I really have to fight this guy over there. Oh yeah, I do have access to you know, just the kit alone is so, just having the character is already a power creep. And essentially in a game mode, in the PvP game mode where all the features are unlocked, the other players are just gonna straight up lose, man. Anyway, where was I going? Okay, so where was I going with the whole rambling shit? Give me a second. Yeah, I prefer like what Uma is doing. You just, if you can't whale in the game, you just keep playing the game. Eventually you can get lucky enough. Because I straight up her like fully whale characters, not just like fucking maxed out MLBs, max limit break cards, but also like the Umas, they even 5-starred them, you know, to that extent. Because if you 5-star them, oh wait, this initiates combat. Okay, this should be good to destroy all of them at the same time. No. It doesn't insta-kill the guy, so I can go around. Anyway. I heard some Leviathan level Kraken, whatever the fuck you call them nowadays. Here, whales. You know, they were so confident about their ability to, you know, they could deal with tryhards. You know, they some of them are also like knowledge knowers. You know, they studied up the game. They spent, you know, of course they'd have like confidence about like demolishing everything they meet. They build hyper optimized builds, and as I mentioned earlier, there's enough RNG in this game that like there's enough RNG in Uma Musume that like even if you have something like that going on, you could still lose. Even if you have that thing going on, you could still lose. Like, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've straight up seen that, man. To just straight up lose. They straight up lose to some guys who are just like, I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna throw whatever I have right now in my whatever I have, and somehow they win. They just win, and that's amazing. That's just amazing. That feels more enjoyable to play. Like sure, like from a Will's perspective, it's like, oh shit, I spent this much, but I'm still not winning. But like, I don't know. If you actually enjoy the game, like that, you're not gonna quit over like fucking. Okay, she's already here. Shonju. Then Sharkery. No, I need a healer just in case. Nah, we could probably just tank this, man, and hope the game isn't isn't made to like require you to heal. Anyway, if you really like the game, man, you're gonna keep playing it. You're gonna keep playing. You're gonna have you're gonna have an experience that respects your time more if you're a spender, because you don't have to spend as much as those guys who have nothing else going on for them. But at the same time, it still feels like you're playing a game, because because this is the thing I ran into like GFL2. So I wouldn't call myself as a Giga whale, but like, compared to some whales, I did spend a lot, but not like to the level I'm like every fucking character is like maxed out, and I'm stuck in this place where everything feels too monotonous. You just don't work hard. Like, it lost. Everyone knows this. Like, you made the game too easy for yourself, and it's your fault because you made it too easy. Because your characters are too strong, and it gets so boring. I mean, that's true. I placed myself in that situation. At the same time, you can tell there's only like limited effort like from the developers to just ensuring that this is still fun, even though whether it's spent or not, like just making the game fun, like, and sometimes when they try to make a solution that okay, let me think a little bit. Who's the next team I'm bringing in? I'm bringing in physical. I could do a hybrid, I guess. Yuhi, Chunju, Dayan. Anyway, sometimes they make a solution to ensure that even that kind of balances things out. It's not affected by how much you spend. They have those game modes where it's pure skill, but I feel like that kind of hits upon it. Kind of hits on the spenders, because wait, I spent so much in this game, but where do I see the results of my spending? Where do I see it? Sure, you figured out a solution to make it a little bit more fun, but like, I spent in this game. And I think Uma Musume did it well on that aspect, because in a level playing ground, you can see how some are straight up spenders, some are straight up not non-spenders, and when they meet in an actual PvP content, you can see how a whale is like more likely to win, but it doesn't make them impossible to beat. That such that you know you don't feel like such that you feel discouraged. There's no way, there's no chance of you winning if you didn't, unless you spend. I think the only ones who are gonna be like doesn't like the model where they feel like, you know, they spend and they sometimes lose is the ones who literally just put in money so they could like feel superior about themselves because they could literally just pay to win. And I think it's fine if those guys disappear. I mean, in the sense that you're only paying just so you could flex your wealth and not make the game respect your time. Wait, I have to wait for a little. You're not you're not trying to balance out the game in a way that respects your time and money. You're only there to literally just flaunt your wealth, you know, your wealth or your parents' wealth, or because you know some high spenders are just literally children, or just like man children with generational wealth. Yeah, it's totally fine if they leave, you know, because you know they're not there to play the game. They're not there to play the game. They're there just to flex. They have cash, and it's fine. The only ones who leave, the only ones who are left are like ones who actually do enjoy playing the game. Like if they see their real life characters lose, you know, they're just gonna go, it is what it is, yeah. But at least, you know, for my 4 out of X times is, you know, he's more likely to win, but it doesn't mean he's, you know, I still think it's going to be still respecting their time, because they could just, you know, when the core aspect of the game is spending more time training your Uma to become like a very strong core Uma that you can run and see the results, you know. I mean, that is the core aspect of the game. It's the training. It's the training is the core aspect of the game. The PvP is just like, you know, the culmination of all the trainings you did, all the planning, you know. It's just seeing it bear fruit. I think that, like, I really do think like the PvP the PvP stuff is just like you wanna see how far your training went, how you train, how you plan, how everything you did to prepare to win a race bears fruit. You know, it's just a way to see if it did lead to something. And if you lose, it's fine. It only means like I could probably do better next time. I just need to do XYZ thing. And I know how to further develop my resources. I need to do inverse cipher. I'll do Gunsmoke first. Or maybe I should get this out of the way. I really don't want to. I really don't want to think hard about this, man. I'm just gonna watch some guide. Then we'll do Gunsmoke. I refuse to. I fucking refuse to fucking do this thing because you know I really want to play one with me at this point. I'm just doing this as like fucking chores, you know. It is what it is. This fucking chores for me right now. I don't really care. I still remember when I started out this game. When it was so hard to before level 60, when you go through like those long ass maps. Actually, that's one of the things I felt like. Is it an automatic thing? Oh, it is. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? So at the beginning of the game, it felt like the game kind of made it easy for you to go from. It was so quick to go from level 1 to level 60. Remember when you play Genshin? Like it took like. Oh, so I did reach at least 1 year in the game. Because I got to level 60 because I remember I was wailing the game. I got to level 60 around like 6 to 7 months earlier than like a casual player would. Because I was also spending whatever you call them to keep playing. Because artifact grind is so fucking bullshit, you know? Okay, so that's the objective. Okay. Honestly, I'm not even reading like the instructions. I'm just watching like something to do the puzzles. I just refuse. I just straight up refuse to engage. I just straight up refuse to engage with the game. This game mechanic, and it feels like a chore. Like, sure, it's like more on the tactical aspect of the game where you're supposed to know whatever you're controlling, but you know, at this point, the initial drive I had trying to figure out the the only mechanics I care about is the mechanics that of characters I play most of the time. This is just like straight up. This is just straight up, you know. You know, just eats my time learning something that I don't really care about. Like it's so one-off. It's so one-off that I don't care. So I'm guessing the mechanic here. Okay, let me do this without looking at the puzzle. Without looking at the guide. So this should do it. No. Okay, it kind of worked. I mean, I think that was the goal. Where's day tree? You know, Gunsmoke would be nice if you don't feel like pressured. If you don't feel like pressured that it will make or break your platoon. Not gonna lie. Some people straight up just also refuse to play Gunsmoke. Because I do admit it's so monotonous. It's no different from fighting the target dummy thing. It's just that there are stakes involved there where for try hard platoons, it's just like it determines whether you get to stay or not. You know, it's the competitive aspect of the game. It creates a competitive aspect of the game where, you know, the only fun part is there's the mechanics part, but like, you know, after spending multiple months on it, it's just by the way, I'm just following you. I'm not even thinking about this. But it's still boring. Like the whole thing in Gunsmoke is so boring. So boring. I mean, I feel like it's a little fun at the first month. The first month when, because the bosses change every 3 months. So during the first month of the 3 months, it's a little bit fun because you're trying to figure out how to max your score. You know? But you know, it's already month 3 of what I'm doing right now. So the whole thing kind of wore off. And you know, sometimes, you know, for the past few Gunsmokes, I'm not even actively looking at my screen. I'm just, it's just basically muscle memory for me. But of course, I'm playing from a whale's perspective, so I can kill it easily. I never had to worry about the shields and all, so that's basically like almost playing auto at that point, man. Yeah, I think the game kind of shoots itself too much here. I don't know, man. You know what? I don't know, man. GFL2 is just, I feel it's in a state of like the thing that made it fun wore off, and some parts of it feel like you're kind of stuck. Don't want to do it. There's also the conditioning aspect. I think there's also like a conditioning aspect here. Like, of course, when I started this game, the whole XCOM like combat is so refreshing and fun to do. But the novelty wore off. I guess it doesn't matter here. It's just like you're just taunting them. Okay. Okay, there's still one more turn. Yeah, I think the goal here is just enter. And stop looking at the guy. I think it's kind of obvious what to do here. I hope I'm right. I didn't even think about this. Oh. Rewind. So it should be... Wait, sorry. Rewind. This guy. Okay, dude ignored. Okay. I see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, this asshole. I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the aggro isn't working for this guy. Do you need to explicitly shoot the guy? I already stopped looking at the guy, by the way. Aggro doesn't work on this guy unless it works for... Within 2 tiles, so this is within 2 tiles, right? Yeah, but that doesn't kill the guy. This guy's specifically... Yeah, let me restart this one. Forgetting something. He got attacked by the toad thing? Okay. Okay, that was a little interesting. Okay, let's do Gunsmoke now. I decided not to look at the guy that's there at some point. Maybe only the first part, then I stopped. Alright, let's do Gunsmoke. Hydro. Fire. Burn. Okay, burn. Do burn first. Someone really went hard for Vector. Where is Hifa?
行くよ。ご命令を。用意。それがしが守る。わかった。くるみしれ。わかった。承知しました。知らないよ。よい。わかった。みじん切りと素揚げ。今だ。 ご命令を。ティータイムのお時間です。了解。今だ。分かった。作戦を遂行。逃げられるぞ。今だ。今よ。分かった。
Not gonna lie, I'm reading something right now while this is going. That's why it's so quiet. Just reading up on fucking people talking about the NES/Archer's backstory, and and the focus is more on like. Remember at the end of Unlimited Blade Works, the UFO table adaptation. He ends up being like a mercenary in the Middle East or some shit. Yeah, there isn't much like stories covering it, except for apparently Fate Extra, but I never played Fate Extra, so I don't know what's going on there. But they were just discussing about what he did after he left the clock tower or some shit. But anyway.
後ろはお任せください。用意。了解。喜んで。そのまま。今だよ。用意。了解。
Maybe the timing should have been like after Satorashi Kyunchu does her thing, because so she could get support boost one. Oh well, whatever.
後悔しても知らないよ。今だ。
I still remember that one game when this guy was 40% and Tenju's attack just eliminates like 30% of his HP, and then the burn attack that happens at the end of the enemy's turn just deletes the 10%. Was that some sort of crit thing? I actually don't understand the mechanic. There you go. There you go. There was that thing, but somehow I'm unable to recreate that. I still don't know what the hell happened there that allowed it to just create such a strong damage. I probably should know. Fine. As long as it does what it needs to do. Make this killing this guy faster. Oh yeah, it reminds me, some platoons will get access to level 9 damage buff. That's why I was looking at the... It's been a while since I read up on GFL2, but like, I remember like some... When Lin was released, they were doing teams of just Lin and just Kuzai, and that was enough to kill the boss. Because the platoon buff just makes it so that you get to have that kind of bullshit going on. Anyway. Yeah, this is first. Oh wait, Satorashi first. So it would keep the stacks up and running. Then this. No, Sharky should have gone first, then Kyunchu, then back there and then Yeehaw. So pronounce it and just making shit up. So ETA or you know what? I try to I should hear Nita Seeger pronounce her name. I don't know, man. Alright. I think this team would benefit from the Hydro Drain. The Corrosion team already has the Corrosion team. And then, you know, they have Nikita, so they're already kind of overpowered. They don't need more. They don't need more intense boss. They can survive with whatever. Of course, we want the Shivnaya first for ult and so she could position herself to do. So she could plan her cross. I don't even know what the hell you call that. Some sort of Chinese sounding thing. I'm excited for Cinderella Gary to come back next season. Comes back, I think, November 5. I mean, October 5. Maybe Spring Pro should have started earlier. Didn't know side games. I didn't know side games. I know side games supports real life derbies, not just in Japan but also internationally. I just saw a picture of one. Wait, where is this? I thought it was in Australia. Wait. Churchill Downs. Where is Churchill Downs? Sounds like oh, in Louisville, Kansas. Kentucky, sorry. Jesus. It's in the US, okay. It's just that I guess there was a horse that has the name Sydney, and I thought I was like Sydney, Australia, because I know there's like a local derby scene, horse racing scene there. Horse, the heart and soul of horse racing right now, as far as I know, is in Kentucky. Wait, no, maybe it's still in Europe. I'm pretty sure it's in Europe, but that's where it started. Maybe because I'm affected by You know what? Never mind. I don't know too much about this shit. I only enjoy horse girls and shit. Man. I need to catch up with a lot of seasonals. I wasn't able to do that last week. Last weekend, Joseph Anderson finished a lot of games, such as Umineko, Expedition 33, Sakamiya. I gotta watch a lot of seasonals. The only seasonal I am actively keeping up regardless of no matter what happens is Summer Pockets. Oh fuck. Wrong timing. Summer Pockets. And I actually like how they adapted the previous episode. You know what? Looking back, in retrospective, because they did a similar scene in Shiraha's route. I think they deliberately made it shit in Shiraha's route so they could make the Alka version of the sumo wrestling water sumo wrestling scene to be much more exciting and cool. I felt like the whole episode was very close in tone with the visual novel, so I'm really glad about it. But it really felt like I was watching an adaptation of the. Oh fuck. So yeah, the previous episode was good. Now the big question is if they're able to sustain that in the next set of episodes. I think from here on then, Alka should be going through its final legs because they're going to save Umi-chan. Oh wait, I'm talking about spoilers. Never mind. I mean, you could watch my visual novel playlist for my read through of the visual novel playlist to catch up. Jesus, speaking of visual novels, man, I really want to go back. I really want to go back to reading visual novels, man. It's been a while. I'm actually wanting to read Maiden's World, but there's no English translation thing, so I'm gonna do the forbidden approach and use an LLM just to rely on machine translation. I found one that's kind of decent. I haven't set it up yet. That was the last thing I was doing because I wanted to. I think that was last weekend. I was interested, so I almost started setting up the stuff. I think I already also had a copy of Mina's World already, so it's just a matter of attaching the element and just sharing the screen in OBS and all that sort of shit. I really miss reading visual novels, but Jesus, you know, I got into Umomusume and it's a very time-consuming game, and very time-consuming. But right now, I really enjoy what I'm doing, so it's gonna last for a while. Jesus, September is also close. I haven't. I don't think I pre-ordered Silent Hill F yet. I need to do that soon. I wanna play Silent Hill F. I wanna play Silent Hill F. What else is coming up? I never played Hollow Knight, so I'm not very excited. There's nothing. I'm not excited for Silk Song or whatever. I might be if I play Hollow Knight. Am I interested to play that game? Not really right now. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up enjoying it if I play in the future. But it's in the same territory as like. Baldur's Gate. I never even finished Baldur's Gate. I'm still like in Act 1. And I didn't stop because I was bored out of it. I think something came out. I don't know which game came out, and I felt like I had to prioritize it. Reading, it's either reading a visual novel or like playing some other game. I don't think it was Death Stranding. Death Stranding 2 was so good, man. It's not perfect, but like the experience. I really like it for the experience. But it's the kind of game that, you know, once you're done, you're done. I actually wanted to continue playing the game to just finish up the road, but I felt like in terms of prioritizing things I haven't read, watched, or did yet, you know, I felt like it was done, you know. Even if I didn't complete the road, I felt like I left it in a place where I can be satisfied. Real question is how long. I don't know if Uma Musume will wear down on me. You know, like I'm pretty sure like 4 or 5 months ago, you asked me about GFL2. I'm gonna say I'm so having fun, even though, you know, I don't know if 4 or 5 months down the line I'd feel the same about the movie. I hope it will be. I mean, we see some straight up players from other servers who are just like been 3 years since the game launched for their countries. Probably some of them are just you know, trying to ride the wave because, you know, it's perfect time to have like be a content creator. But as for, you know, people who actually just enjoy the game, you know, they're not straight up like content creators that make guides or some shit. You know the highly involved but not very involved enough to make some guides or some shit. Would I be enjoying it to that extent? I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure some of them do. I mean, some of them probably played in JP and felt like, okay, I could probably do better in global. Not only because I had like clairvoyance and, you know, knowledge from playing JP, and you get the chance to restart and do things better than you did 3-4 years ago. But also you also get to interact with the community. For some people, that's very important. Oh yeah, I've been listening to the MGS2 soundtrack. So some people are right. Well, you know, because Metal Gear Delta's coming out. I didn't buy it. I might buy it though. Might. It's a big might. But right now, I don't feel it. MGS3, despite having like a lot of experience, a lot of fond memories of it, it's not like my favorite MGS. MGS2 is my favorite one. But it's a kind of game I find it hard to just. It's in the same place as Death Stranding for me. Like once you play it to completion, like not just like once you play it to completion, it's so hard. I find it hard to pick it up again. Some people are just like able to go through the entire story with, you know. I just find it hard to go back through it. Unlike, let's say, Revengeance. I remember repeating Revengeance so many times. You know, it's more of a gameplay game. And even if you go through all the codex calls and all that, it doesn't get like the quality, the replayability that doesn't suffer. I don't know, man. But like,
デザートはいかがですか？
admittedly, I barely remember what the fuck is going on in MGS3. Like, I only remember the Cliff's notes of the stuff that happened. But like, of course, detail by detail, I don't remember anymore. But I can't find myself wanting to go back. Like, the gameplay is, it's cool, but like, but like, I don't know, because this is heavily a story game, you know, with awesome espionage, combat. Once you get through the story, though, it becomes like it feels like doing a chore, doing the espionage stuff. Some people enjoy it, but like, you know, some people enjoy it like they play Hitman. I think Hitman has better replayability because it feels like, you know, you're given multiple approaches to do something, how to and very creative, and there are lots of like creative ways to finish a mission, ranging from conventional ones to like taking advantage of the game engine to do some weird ass things. You know, and you know, it's like I remember watching some Hitman videos of just the guy randomly it looks like he's randomly throwing something off in the distance. You know, it's like the some guy plays Skyrim. He angles the arrow up in the sky, and then he fast travels to another part of the world where the arrow falls exactly at a certain point in the game, you know, and it hits the thing he was targeting perfectly. It's kind of like that for Hitman, and you don't have that with MGS. Like, sure, there are some moments where you feel like you have a non-linear approach to something, but it's like, because the story, for me, the story is way more core than the gameplay. I felt like once you're done with the story, it's just like, I'm done, man. I don't have to engage with the game. I mean, it's fine to engage with the game system again, but like, I feel like I already got my money's worth. I already had fun. If you go through it again, like, the story, I mean, it's fun to refresh with the story, but like, you know, not gonna lie. So back when I used to drive, or when I had, like, you know, needed some sort of like something playing in the background while I was doing something else, I'd play some guy makes a compilation of like the fucking story cutscenes and every important scene, so you could just like listen to it in the background, and it helps with like refresh your memory. I mean, okay, so yeah, I maybe because I place myself in that kind of situation where I can engage with the story without actually engaging in the gameplay. So by the time the game is presented in front of me, I'm like, I feel like I don't need to play the game anymore, because I feel like I already got the story ironed out. Because yeah, I placed myself in that situation because I just watched the fucking cutscenes. Okay, so maybe that's why. Okay, maybe it's a me issue. Yeah, maybe it's a me issue. After this morning stream, we're gonna do 2 streams, one in the morning. Actually, I don't know how much I'm gonna do in the evening, because I've decided that Champions League runs, I'm not gonna do them. I'm just gonna do them in the morning.
どうってことないわ
Because based on yesterday's performance, it was like, you know, I think I played like hour 1 hour 2 of like when
交代したら今のうちよ
when CM gets refreshed. It might be the best simulation experience to like
残念ですが
might be the best simulation experience if you're trying to figure out what the semifinals or finals is going to be like. But man, like I'm already advancing to Group A. At this point, I'm just collecting additional carrots and random ass materials. So I want to maximize that part. I mean, I'll worry about like, you know, win rates at like semifinals or some shit, because you know at that point it's going to matter more if you're advancing or not. But once you're past the point where you need to worry about advancing, you just, you just. You know, if you're past the point of worrying about advancing, you just no need to like. You just want to focus on getting additional resources. You don't care anymore about the other stuff, man. You're basically done with that shit. You're just trying to earn additional resources. So win rates. I mean, sure, win rates are kind of cool to get an idea how strong your Uma is. I mean, there is satisfaction from that. I do admit, but like, you know, maybe because I already accepted my Taurus Cup is like very whatever. That's why right now I'm gonna be focusing on Gemini. But then again, I don't have a Narita Taishin, so I'm not winning. So I'm also curving my expectations that I'm winning. I'm gonna be winning hard on that one. But you know, the exercise of going through, trying to do planning and preparing for the next CM, you know, I think that's the joy in it. It is truly a trainer's style kind of game. All right, okay, we're done with Girls Frontline 2. Let's move to Uma Musume. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna load up Uma Musume. It's a new day. Actually, before the stream, I haven't finished my friend borrow, so I just made up like I just prepared training one of the parents for the upcoming
最近
Gemini
弁
Cup.
当作りに凝っていまして、よければ今度食べてみませんか？
I like that,
う
but
まみに自信あり。
I like that, but I already ate lunch before I started streaming. I already ate lunch. Anyway, oh yeah, okay. Speaking of Gemini Cup, let's see. Okay, game loaded perfectly well.
ホットソースで混ぜて食べるんですよ。こんな伝統に唾吐く行い許せません。
Where the hell is the Sorry, I'm looking for like.
おめでとうございます。再び共に四季を巡り、また来年もお祝いしたいです。おめでとうございます。
Okay.
共に四季を巡り、
Where the hell is
来年
the?
もお祝いしたいです。
Okay, so I'm gonna be sharing something on screen. Some stuff I've been planning for this Gemini's Cup.
焦らずのんびり落ち着いて、忙しくてもリラックス。
So okay, so I'm also planning for Gemini's Cup right now.
ですよ。
So now I made a I made a fucking board. I made a fucking board just preparing for the Gemini Cup. So race details, you know, it's 3,200, so it's a long spring, right? So you need to have right-handed, sunny, for sunny days. Fern Conditions, and Kyoto Racecourse. Stats are ideally 1000 speed. Your major priority for this one is 1200 stamina, and in a PvP scenario, 1200 stamina is the bare minimum to have. You need to have 2 gold recovery skills. I kind of made bullshit about like the power, the amount of power you need. In reality, as far as I know, when it comes to long, since you have a lot of time to accelerate, this doesn't really matter too much. But of course, one of the reasons why Narita Taishin is very, 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 very strong is that she starts her acceleration way earlier at the optimal point where other characters haven't started accelerating. Guts, usual 400. Wit is 300 because normally it'd be like targeting for like 500, 400, but you don't have enough like luxury of other places to put it. One of the guides I watched described that preferably use parent power sparks. So your aces. Okay, maybe I should clarify this. This is A stats. So A stats, yeah. So my lineup would be, I'm gonna bring McQueen. I'm gonna be bringing McQueen and bullshit. I don't have Narita Taisha, so this is what I can work with. This is the only thing I can work with right now. And Harurara. Harurara will act as like one of the reasons why you bring Harurara. Okay, maybe I should write that down. You want her to run as a front runner. She uses. Let's open up the dock. The Uma Musume God tier dock. Let's see here. Harurara. Harurara. Where the hell's Harurara? Harurara. Oh, I guess it's the weird strategies. So this is the thing I'm going. So this is the thing. Okay. They're like a permalink. Poppy heading link. There you go. Good. Urara plus McQueen. So the thing going on for her is a fucking strat. Love you. Yeah. Especially like this. By the way, this is the first time I'm playing with Fig Jam or whatever this is. I was just looking for a free whiteboard. I was just looking for like a free whiteboard solution. So I'm just using this, man. I don't know, man. I'm so used to using like a whiteboard solution at work, so I just represented it like this. Anyway, let's go back to the Gigadoc. So if you put Urara on the third track, she will fall so far behind the diff. This diff rate skills will be thrown into chaos. So I know that Narita Taishin. This affects Narita Taishin. Narita Taishin being. Naruto Taishin.
まっすぐ
Encroaching
挑まれると
shadow.
こちらもまっすぐ返したくなるんですよね。
Was it? No, no, it's not encroaching shadow. It's sleeping. I think it's sleeping lion. Ah, yes, it's sleeping lion. So this affects sleeping lion,
我がまま
which is one of her stam checks.
あるし傘の雪どんなハードなトレーニングも私自身
Sorry, this is literally the first time I use this tool. So
馬娘の頂点を目指すこの道その果てまでどうかお付き合いくださいませ。
so you know that
おめでとう
of course we know that the
日
winning
々精進なさるトレーナーさんに負けず
so this affects affects recovery for Naruto Taishin. So because this affects due to distance, due
己
to
を曲げず
distance,
妥協もしない
death rate, health.
私が私であることを肯定していただきとても感謝しています。
So okay, so yeah, this is one of the things that it throws off. Okay, let's go back. For this scene, the important one is Measure McQueen's unique, which has a distance rate less than or equal to 30.
日々精進なさる
With
トレーナー
an Arurara in the back, she can activate this even if she's a
ありますね。
laserger and closer. The strategy is most potent when McQueen's unique lasts into the start of the spur. The speed carry over is big help. You can also inherit McQueen's unique on other Umas while doing this.
さんには頭が下がります。
It doesn't have to be Urara. You can specifically raise a developer to have 100 power by failing power trainings reviewing in third year. Doing this on Grass Wonder, for example, lets you get Dominator. Okay. So this is the thing we're trying to demolish, because
花が高いので
this the moment you enter with a Narita Taishin, you're already at a disadvantage, man. You're already at a disadvantage because for this CM, Narita Taishin is gonna fuck you up, man. There's also the front runner strat, so there's also the specific
始まりましたね。
reason for the front runner strat. So some
でも一生を期して頑張りましょう。
Urara.
青は心を落ち着かせる色ですが赤より熱く燃え盛
Wait,
る
there's a very recent
色
one.
でもありますよね。
There's a very recent one. It's the same guy. It's the same guy who made the Evil Nature build. Yeah, this guy. So this guy. Okay, so this guy.
こすと
I remember listening to this guy. I was listening to this guy on the way to work. On the way to work. So running her as a front runner
味方目をか
without any, because most likely you're gonna be running without any.
ご恩には報いなければ
Assuming that you run without any front runner, this also kind of affects pace chasers. So we're
お誕生日を
there's also the whole strat about this because it really
日々精進なさるトレーナーさんに
messes up with the calculation as well.
してまいりますね。
So not only are you preventing the lucky setter,
おめでとうございます
there's also it affects the
再び共に四季を巡り
pace of everyone.
来年もお祝いしたいです。
And if I remember correctly, this strat in particular also would synergize perfectly with the having high power. So it's also important to have
おめ
high
でとう
power.
ございます。再び共に四季を巡りまた来年も
Also, regarding her running as stuff running. I'll summarize this later on. So now you have this thing going on over here at the left. So all right, the Harurara shit. Okay. By the way, I'm so new to this whole. Okay, no. I'm so widgets, smash widgets, smash widgets. I'm so new to this. Oh man, you know what? I don't know how to work with this thing. Oh, okay, maybe here section. Where?
日々精進なさるトレーナーさんに負けず、私も邁進してまいりますね。
And that.
まだものと思えば軽し、傘の雪。どんなハードなトレーニングも、私自身のためですから。
Yeah, I'm so used to a different tool for this, because I use Miro at work. So I'm kind of interacting with this as if I'm working with Miro, but I'm trying to... Oh, they don't allow you to link from text, from shape to text. Because I work with Miro, and they allow you to make like lines. Maybe I could just make a connection. How do I control the... Oh, there you go. There's a snap in the capability. I like that. I'm also learning about the tool on the spot here, by the way. Because this is literally the first time I use this particular tool. I use Miro at work. And I want to increase the... Oh, it only goes from 10 to thick because I'm used to like having multiple levels of like. You could select there's like 5 levels of thickness for the arrow. Anyway, that is weird. Okay, so there you go. So this whole thing about like the Urara strat. So she helps with McQueen. So yeah. Now for McQueen. So this is the parent strat. Okay. So yesterday I friended Simboli Rudolph with this with a Golshi parent and an Agnes Tachyon. Let's look in game. What the hell is going on in that? Super Creek's going to be a parent from McQueen. I just started this. I haven't even. How do you check? Oh no, it's because it's in the log. What if I wanted to check of her parents? How do I check her parents? I don't wanna. What if I want to read Sparks? Oh, there you go. Sparks? Sparks? Her profile. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I borrowed. I'm borrowing a. Simile Rudolph, who has her ult. Her ult's good to have. So she has long. I think the focus here was trying to give long. Anyway, let's go back to. Exit. So what was I going for there? Okay, so just describing the parents. So I have a Mayana Top Gun. You know, just ensuring my affinity compatibility. I forgot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the deck. So let's go back. So the deck I'm running. So this is the deck I'm running. So the deck I'm running for her. So this is the deck I'm running. So this is a Pace Chaser parent deck. This is just based on the deck by that one guy. So I'm literally just borrowing his advice. I'm just literally borrowing his advice. So what's going on here? I'm almost replicating his own content, but I want to make my own explanation what I'm doing here. So what are we getting here? What are we getting here? What are we getting here? So let's examine every skill. White spark. So first white spark. By the way, this is Space Chaser, so obviously Goshi will have a different. Maybe I should copy this. Yeah, I don't know why I did. Okay, so white sparks. Let's go back. Oh, we don't have to. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's a clean way this. I'll start with the in-game then. Okay. Okay, skills. So, Yaina with the key. Yaina. Good to have, ramp up. Home stretch case. Tail held high. Okay, so those are good to haves. They're more in the territory of good to have. So up tempo is not useful. We don't need medium corners. Playtime's over, so also good to have. Play time over. I think that's the last thing that's useful from her. It's on? I need to... Okay, let's open up the skill doc. Skills. I think it's an acceleration on. Is it, or is it a velocity skill? Because when I read the increase, okay, it's velocity. My bad. It's on. Oh, okay. It's on as a gold skill version of home stretch case, right? Is that it, or ramp up? Oh, ramp up. It's the gold version of okay, so it's the gold skill version of ramp up. So okay, it's just the gold version of ramp up. Okay, so that's it from Yaina. That's what you get from her. I can't pronounce her name. Let's look at her name. Matikane Fuku Kitaru. Matikane Fukutaru. Okay, there you go. Matikane Fukutaru. Matikane Fuku Kitaru. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stop there. By the way, if you watched Seiru's guide, the most recent guide, he's recommending that you work on her. So Matikane Fuku Kitaru is a good grandparent or slash grandparent or let's go with parent first. Parent for Agnes. So both of those two greatly affect the affinity Christmas Augury. So, you know, Christmas Augury is going to be overpowered for the next 2 years. So if you build those two this early, you can have like a good affinity source. Anyway, let's go here. Let's go back here. So what are useful things I can get here? Triple sevens. Did I? Oh. Machika ne fuku itaru. Triple sevens. What the hell? What else is going on for her, man? I don't know if those are useful. Maybe that's the only thing useful for going on for her. Is there some sort of thing going? Because I can't use Lucky 7. Lucky 7? Right-handed. Okay. Ah, that is okay. That is very useful for this one. So she's the source of right-handed. Okay. I don't know about Lucky 7 though. I really don't know about Lucky 7. Of course, we have. I don't know if in this particular context. This particular context, Kita-san Black is very useful. Other than like being a super stat stick, she is essentially a super stat stick. Corner adept's good. Okay, corner recovery. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's the usual stuff. She has long corners. Okay. Kita-san Black. Corner. Recovery. Corner. Adept. Long. Corners. Focus. Maybe. I mean, I've seen a lot of late starts already while watching CM. And they're literally, but they don't seem to be as much of a game breaker as I thought to be. So McQueen. So this I cannot. For McQueen, what is going on with McQueen? So she has Spring Runner and Kyoto increase. Spring Runner. Kyoto race course. What else? What else is going on in her? She also has long corners, which is like, yeah, I guess. Maybe that's the reason for her. Long corners. What am I doing? There's Hydrate, but like, you don't get Gourmand from her. She's only like. I think that's the only thing going on for her. Yeah, I think that's the only thing going on for her. Because, like, the other ones, you know, you only have white skulls. You don't get the gold versions. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's the only thing. Gourmand's the only one I can see that you could use. But I guess when you're forming the deck for your ace, you just borrow special week, speeds special week, so you can discount Hydrate. But I don't think it's like a big thing, you know. It's not that big. What else do we have in the deck? Ah, yes, Manhattan Cafe. Manhattan Cafe. Manhattan Cafe. I want to get the Uma Manhattan Cafe. She's so good. So you watch her for Stamina Eater. So she's debuffer. I don't know how much important Passing Pro is. I heard Highlander isn't good right now. Actually, let's refer to this skills off. I know Highlander is not useful right now. Yeah, I heard it's not useful right now, so whatever. Non-standard distance. No, this is standard distance. So they're only getting her for Stamina Eater. Yeah, I think that's the only thing going on for her. Okay, yeah, I think that's the only thing going on for her. Why is she here? Can't remember why. Mission of Flower. Let's see what's going on. I'm just borrowing a deck I saw from someone else. Face Chaser corners. Okay. Ah, okay. Green skulls. Face Chaser. Corners. Standard distance for condition. Yeah, I think that's the only thing going on for her, because Beeline Burst is like whatever. Yeah, Beeline Burst is whatever. It's so useless. Not to be confused with Straightaway Spur. Straightaway Spur is an end closer skill over here. And Narita Taishin's Encroaching Shadow is the gold version of Straightaway Spur. That's why Narita Taishin is overpowered as an end closer for a very, very, very long time. It says here, very powerful end closer acceleration that works on every track 3,000 meters and above. Works in some, okay. But yeah, that's the very thing Narita Taishin has that makes her so overpowered for the upcoming Japanese Cup. And she's the only one that has it, and there's no way to get it until sometime later on. By that time, you're already done with the CM. That's why I heard some people they're just not gonna bother too much with the CM. And the only counter I have right now for others is the Harurara strat. Just having Harurara is enough. Because the only way we can counter Narita Taishin is just decreasing the number of gold recovery skills she has on her that she could use. And you know, my McQueen and Golshi, I plan to have at least 2 gold recoveries. If I could go for 3, I would, while not sacrificing the other stuff over here. Possible. There's also the encloser deck, which is very different. Well, you know, I'll worry about that later. I just want to work at one problem at a time. Goal sheet. Before I continue, before I actually start the game, let me do the affinity calculator for goal sheet. Where the fuck? Then compatibility. Okay. Bullshit. We're gonna use the same Symboli Rudolph, who is Agnes, and Bullshit again. Jesus fucking Christ. So Major McQueen. Then this is also Symboli Rudolph. Mayano top. Oh, it's essentially the same setup, basically. I could use the same parents. Oh. There you go. So I reach affinity at least. In theory, I can just borrow this. If I'm too lazy, I can just use the... Oh no, this is using Super Creek. Let's see. Super Creek. It still hits. It still hits. I could do it. It still works. If I'm too lazy. But I have to remind that myself. Okay. I have to remind myself. Lazy parent, farming, reuse, existing McQueen case. But may be missing other important skills. Check first. All right. Otherwise, I just use the same setup. Other approach is Mayano instead of Super Creek, like in Face and McQueen. All right. I want to play the game. I want to play the game now. This is enough. This is enough, man. I don't need to think about this too deeply. I'm not a content creator. This is literally just copy pasting their content and just understanding why the hell they did what the hell they did. While I'm at it, I might as well also get the racetrack. Where's the racetrack? So it's in Kyoto. Surf. Okay. I'm not at the level anywhere close that I could actually analyze this properly. You know what? Let's give it a try. The only thing I know that's important the most is okay. Lap 2. This is the final corner, and I know. Okay, what's this? Straight. So this one's a huge straight. Ah. So this is the final corner. Okay, and then this straight. Yeah, I think if we start accelerating this early on the fourth corner, it's so... Yeah. I'm a little confused. Okay. So you have uphill, then this is the downhill. Ah, because at the final corner, this is still considered mid-race. So last spur calculation is start here. It starts here, right? So okay. Okay, makes sense now. Starting at the last corner. That's too early. Before. Last spur might burn out stamina. This is my interpretation. I could be wrong. I'll double check some other content creators. What that? I'll check on other content creators what the hell they think. Anyway, okay, I want to play the game. This is just keeping up notes. This is just knowing the stuff I need to do. There's a lot of shit going on. How long did I just spend planning then actually playing? Probably not that useful. I mean, at a certain point, I already way past the point of diminishing returns. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some water. Came back. Let me change the music. Alright, let's just burn through team trials. Oh, I'm so out of cash. I'll do team trials later then. Oh shit. Okay, let's do one daily race. Wait, did I end the fuck. I made a mistake. My bad. My bad. Should be good enough for. Oh yeah, I have to do a mile race. I have to do a mile race. I have to do a mile race today. I have to do a mile race, unfortunately. I think that's the last thing I'm gonna do in this morning stream. Then I'll see you again later in the evening. Man, this guy went hard with Taiki Show. Totally understandable. I'm gonna work on El Thunder Pass, I guess. Man, got them all. Yeah, I had to do this one. I just need to do this one. A while ago, I did a run with Vodka because I was trying to work on Vodka. She won all her races before and after that. But when I went on this race, she just straight up lost. Really bad. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ, man. Just straight up lucky, man. Running out of their freezing shoes. I remember I did the ticket, winning ticket race with Agnes that she lost. I was like, how did she lose? How did she lose? You know, at some point, I feel like I'd rather run this bullshit than the Goshi I have that I ran for some races. I know it's not medium S, but holy shit, man. I've been seeing a lot of people losing to non-medium S Goshis. So it probably doesn't even matter at this point. I don't know, because it's still like fucking the first leg of the whole Champions meet, so it's not like you know, it may not be indicative of the semifinals. Whereas in the semifinals, everyone has the same fucking build, and it becomes similar builds, and then RNG is a huge factor at that point. I wonder what happened to the guy who ran B and W. B wa Narita winning ticket. So I think someone ran that. In 4 hours, it's another humiliation episode. I'm just not gonna raise that, man. So I should be done with all my dailies. Still far off from leveling Harurara again. Still far off from leveling Majuro McQueen. I have nothing to spend on here that I want to spend on. Do I want to level someone? Oh. Instead, leveling Daiwa. I'll just probably... How many more for Grass Wonder anyway? 60. That's far off. She needs 140, 139-ish. Whatever. Anyway, let's start the... let's do this one. So this is just a parent run. My final goal here is that she becomes a Power Spark. So, Power Spark with Long. As for White skills, that is like best effort. I'm just gonna best effort it. Unlucky. Unlucky. Right, hopeful suckers. Not the race course I needed though. You know what? I'm not referring to like let me actually check this one. Paprika. Ishino flour. Okay, but look.
元気いい。頑張りますよ。悩んだら始めましょう。今日は張り切っていこう。さあ張り切っていこう。昨日張り切っていこ
Corner recovery.
う。さあ今日もなんだよろしくお願いします。悩んだら真剣なお顔。
注目の一打。
一着です。なんだか体が軽いんです。今日はきっといつも以上に楽しくトレーニングができると思います。
Okay, let's register her for attack control.
今日は頑張りますよ。悩んだらよろしくお願いします。
Probably fine.
ここは負けらよし。喜んでくれましたか？
I had to remember that Sleeper Creek, the reason why she is
尻の粘り強さに
very motherly like ish is because
トレーニングで試してみます。
this is based on the experience of the jockey, the famous jockey that Sleeper Creek was like one of his first
体が軽い
horse that he jockeyed, but like when he met Sleeper Creek,
いつも以上に楽しく
he felt like
トレーニングができると思います。
that was a turning point, you know, turning point
昨
because
日の夜
of how Sleeper Creek and shit. You know, I can't remember the full details, but like Sleeper Creek was very instrumental. And I felt like felt like the effect was like
今日は
really. Never mind. You know what? Never mind.
よろしくお願いします。 さ
Ooh, right-handed. There you go. Didn't even need to do anything at all. Tokyo Yushin. Lost Child. What's this? Wisdom. Because I don't want to use energy. Wait, maybe I should. I don't know. I usually take the options that result the skill points, but it might be different this time around because I'm actively trying to get some skills from her. Alright, good luck with your show, man. Nice, very nice. Oh yeah, she's running for Aremakunen. I'll do Japan Cup next year. That's lesson 7. Thank God her ult's also like recovery, so I don't have to worry too much about her recovery this early on. I don't like this version of the I don't like this version. Now this. Welcome back to FF8. Sokino. I remember falling asleep to this. Oh wait, I don't want to fall asleep right now. Well, I only have this. I'm doing two runs, then we'll continue in the evening.
今日は何をし気合は十分です。始めましょう。新お願いします。悩んだ。始めましょう。元気。よろしくお願いします。なんだか。
He's the sun.
トレーナーさんが頑張ってく。
ここは負けられない。
喜んで。
Yeah, I don't have enough speed. Oh, she didn't get. Fine. I wasn't monitoring that one.
これでも悩んだ。
That's on me.
張り切っていこう。
Patience is key. What's this?
まあまあ。
Oh, this is gonna be close to the actual thing.
実力は引けを取りません。一着です。
Did well.
悩んだ。気合は十分です。始めましょう。今日は元気。そこに神の領域へ。悩んだ。ここは負けられない。一着です。今日はと。よろしくお願いします。ザブーン。なんだ。
That allocations are so all over the place. Not
始
gonna
めま
lie.
しょう。ザブーン。今日は張り切っていこう。真剣な。さあ。
You gotta go speed at this point.
行きましょうか。隊長もやる。
実力は低い。
一着です。
Is this one? Real life with
真剣なお顔。行きましょうか。さあ、今日も。
Okay, gotta do this one. I don't think I'm reaching my target for sparks.
次はもっと頑張りますね。
What the hell? Yeah, because I need like 600 for like fucking power. And we're obviously far off from that.
12番。次はもっと頑張
Man, that's so bad. What the fuck?
6番に喜んでいただけましたか？
6番に
喜んでいただけました
Oh shit.
14番スーパークリーク
He really needed skulls at this point? What the fuck?
前目につける先行策で勝利をつかんで
Fucking over.
次はもっ
Oh, she really needs skills. She needs to learn skills. Oh well. Fuck. Okay. Man. Let me just get one of each. So disappointed. So disappointed. Really disappointed. Really, really disappointed. I'm actually not used to playing Super Creek, so yeah, I guess. Well, it's fine. Medium should be long. I'm guessing for her to get long, I should do a lot more long races. Shit, man. What does that mean? I have to skip G1 races. I have to focus on long races. Is that how it works? No, it's not. Actually, it's not, because I ran you know, some of the, let's look at the
トレーナーさんが頑張ってくれたからです。
lineup side. The lineup I have.
この時期は
Sparks. Let's just go for power. Some of these power sparks, like this one, the Skoshi. Oh wait. We're demonstrating long here. So some of these long. So for example, this one. Yeah, look at that. It's mostly like mediums. This is also someone I ran on G1 mediums. Like, see, look, medium. So it really doesn't matter. It's so random. It's so random. It doesn't matter.
早速トレーニングしちゃう？
One thing I didn't want to happen is her failing that run, because I was using a borrow. Well, it was yesterday's borrow, so it's fine, I guess. But like, it's a waste, you know. She could have been like she could have been a parent for someone, but whatever. Her stats were also so low, so that was kind of really bad anyway. All right, I have to do a mile. I'll do a mile. Hanshin Mamusume Stakes. This is year 3, May, April 1? April. Hanshin Umamusume, year 3, April 1. So first part of April. So I'll probably do Silent Suzuka. I'll do another run for Super Create. I'll do a couple of runs later tonight. For now, let me finish that one thing I need to do, and I'll end stream, and we'll continue again tonight. So this can be whatever. But I want to put her. I'm gonna put power. Let's do this. I wish there was like a better way to do filtering, because you know, I don't really care about her doing G1s, but it might be good to have, I guess. Where's my mile? Okay, there's my mile. What is this lineup? Wait, I can't remember. 20% growth and speed. Okay, that's good. What are you doing? So I'm fine with like 3 of these. Or was I doing 3 speed? Oh, okay, yeah. It's mile. I'm building for mile anyway. Just need to give her like 500 stam that she could survive team trials with speed with build. So, but she would need a lot of power. Well, I did go for power sparks. Yes, I get charming early on. I wonder why fine motion is associated with ramen a lot. Because even in the anime, okay, so obviously I played the game before I watched the anime. So when I see fine motion, you know, I'm used to touching with rainbow, and you know, I didn't get the impression about the ramen thing. To be fair, I wasn't reading the stories before that. Though actually, I probably need to do reading the stories. But like, when you watch the anime or some shit, I also see, well, I see some interactions with the characters, and like Ergu talking to, oh, wait, I need to check the guide on this one. Ergu talking to Fine Motion, and they were talking about ramen. I was wondering what's up, what's the ramen association with Fine Motion? Maybe the trainer or jockey really likes ramen, and they just like fucking add it in, or you know what, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole for that. Anyway, the color of the landscape, so I need power. I wonder what the hell happened a while ago. Was it just straight up unlucky unlucky skills? Unlucky, like, you know. Yeah, I think my allocation was all over the place, so I couldn't get high rolls. Or was it a low roll run? I think it's a low roll run. Because I was like 700 at like later half of senior year, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is so low, man. It's so very low. I'll have her run Asahi something. I'm guessing the difference is one is for mares, one is for stallion, maybe? I have no idea. I'm just basing it on the color of the banner. Oh yeah, if I'm building a miler, I don't have a power card. Oh shit. Maybe I should have used like Maruzensky as a parent, so she would have access to Redshift. Oh well, you know, whatever. It's fine. We're just doing this just so I could clear special event. I'm not actively making a team trials replacement. Would be good though, but like for mile, you need more power. Unless, you know, it gets compensated by skills with being extremely high. But big problem is I didn't put she doesn't have much acceleration skills. I mean, if I use like Maruzensky as one of the parents, that would be true. Especially for Mile, I guess. I don't know, man. Didn't think about it. Just 150 carats, man. Speaking of sleep deprived, I'm gonna go to sleep after this. Because fucking hell, I'm sleep deprived. Like, after the stream, I ended up taking a nap, waking up. I can't remember what happened in between, but at some point I ordered some fucking burgers at around 1 a.m. It was a jalapeno burger, so, you know. It was good, but like, you know, the body doesn't do well when you just ate and decide to sleep. And not only that, it's kind of spicy. What the fuck? What the hell happened there? No, seriously, what the hell happened there? Okay, I should focus on stats at this point. That's Kisho. Go through the classic series. I want to train myself to not spend on skills until the end because you miss out on a lot of discounts.
気持ちよかっ
So it really becomes more like an exercise of balancing when to pick certain trainings per year, rather than relying on skills to make her win. Because it's so important to have those skills and ironed out. The more skills you have, the better.
走りでも
注目の位置。
私だけの景色いつでも今日は頑張りま
Where's
す
everyone? Why not? What, I don't see much rainbows. What the fuck?
少しやるわよ合体ママ
Oh yeah, one additional factor why I slept late. I decided to watch fucking Superman, man. Fucking watch Superman, the latest one. It's actually good, but like, I'm more of a, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those Snyder fans. One of the more Snyder fans. I actually prefer the Snyder Superman, but like, I get what they were going for the new Superman, and I do admit it's really good. It's just not my taste. It's just not my taste, but it had a lot of good things. It has a lot of good things going on. And you can see why it has a refreshing feel and a very interesting take on it. And there were a lot of direction that felt like, you know, it's like they watched Man of Steel or whatever, and then they analyzed it and figured out what were the things that they could improve on, and they placed that in that same. They placed it there. They, you know, it's like, you know, there's a couple of things that fell short for Man of Steel when it comes to execution, especially like the fucking final battle where they were going fucking Dragon Ball, but it doesn't look good. It's so hard to understand what's going on and when they're actually fighting. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, but you could tell it was like it really felt like it really kind of felt like I was watching some Marvel shit. But I get the feel they were going for was like a return to form to the old Superman during the 70s. I get they were. It feels like I'm watching fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. I know it's because it's James Gunn. That's his style. He's doing kind of callbacks and shit and inviting obscure characters from normal mainstream. Anyway, where the hell was I? Party time. What the fuck is party time? I need energy.
いい風
That's what it felt like to me, man. That's what it felt like to me.
ここは負けられない一番人気4番
Silence.
サイレンス鈴鹿
実力は完全に上位ですね。貫禄すら感じてしまいます。見事勝利してダービー馬娘の夢を掴んでほしい。
次はいい結果にしてみせます必ず
Stamina? The fuck? The hell happened there? I want her to do the yes of the command.
ここは負けられないこれが
Oh well, to be fair, she only has like 300 stam. Makes sense. All refresh, barely recovered.
やり
Whatever.
ましょう
man.
準備は
What the hell? No one's doing rainbows. What the
始めますね
fuck? This run is kind of scuff as well.
やりましょう
This run is so scuff. What the fuck? I'm already using a decent deck for medium.
体
Not a single one, man. Not a single one.
いきます走りでは誰にも
I don't think she can survive the... I don't think she also has, like,
走れます
for long.
も
Nah,
ちろん
she's not surviving that
今
shit.
すぐにでも
Okay.
なんだか
Wait, is she... Oh, no, I think she does run the Tennosho Autumn anyway, so it's
少しずつ実力
not good to... I should have planned this a little bit more. Wait a second, does she have a race in April? Did I forget about that? When is Ginkgo show? No, it's March. Okay, I'm good. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I'm forgetting some stuff.
走りでは誰にも負け
Ah, fuck, everyone's in with.
一緒に頑張ろうレースが楽しみです
注目の位置
気持ちよかった少しずつ実力が身についているように感じます
We can do Japan Cup next year. I want her to run Elizabeth Cup afterwards. Did I? She can't do the Tennosho, but she's doing the Tennosho next year, right?
走ってきてもいいですか
Yeah, she's doing the Tennosho. So it's
Ashiga
gonna be right. She'll do the Shuka show, then Queen Elizabeth now
走りでは誰
this year.
やるわよ
What took them so long, man?
注目の一番人
これが私だけの景色体が
That should be the last race of the year.
ここは負けられない位置
これが私だけの景色今日はどんなこ
Speaking of which, I had to ensure Akikawa is also. I haven't been monitoring her. I haven't been actively monitoring her. So she might run into problems.
なんだ
Where is Akikawa? Oh, she doesn't show up.
やるわよ合体魔法走りでは走ってきて張り切っていこ
Man, that's so unlucky.
すごく爽やかな風。
Okay, she's in a good place.
走りでは誰に
One less problem down.
さあ数やの負担を上げるわ。今日はどんなコースを走れるのか。
Not that her ult is impressive anyway. Not really impressive.
体が重い。
Dance lesson. Wisdom.
調子が良さそう。注目の位置。気持ちよかった。今日はどんなコースを走らせてくれますか？注目の位置。これ私だけの
Okay, I have to sign her up in the race. The reason why I did the run like now. It's gonna be her third race, but whatever. You know what? It is what it is.
体がとても温かい。走りでは誰にも負けた。
Yes.
走りたい気持ちはありますが、無理をして体を壊す。
ここは負けられない一番人気。
気持ちよかった。走ってきてもいいですか？足
Did
が
I-
うずうずしてて。
I did Sudakinen right. Oh shit, I wanted to see their career profile. Doesn't tell what races she already took.
いつでも走
Where
れ
do
ま
I
す。
check that? 'Cause I kind of want to remember what races I already took. No. Okay, never. You know what? Never mind.
少しずつ実力が
I probably did the
身についているよう
Yasudakinen
に感じ
before,
ます
so
こ
I'm
の
gonna
間
sign her.
レ
I'm
ー
gonna
ス
sign
に
her.
は出たいですが、
Sorry,
これ以上はなんだかいいか。今日は
ここは負けられない。
これ私だけの景色。なんだか
Bruh. Well.
行きます。走って頑張ります。先頭のけ
注目の一番。
これが私だけの景色。走ってやるわよ、合体ママ。体が楽しみ。走っやるわよ、合体ママ。なんだかからやるわよ、合体ママ。走ってきてもいいですか？
Oh fuck.
い
That's
つ
the
で
thing
も
I was
走れま
trying
す。
to level right now.
いい風。
I'm gonna skip it then.
始 始めますね。レースが楽しみです。注目の一番。気持ちよかった。
Oh shit. I just realized that Japan Cup and Mao Championship is competing. I'll have her run the Mao Championship.
先頭の注目のこれは私だけの景色。今日はどんなコースを走らせてくれます？
Yes.
走りたい気持ちはありますが、無理をして体を壊すわけいいか。
Oh wait, I forgot.
株上げるわ。
That was dumb of me, man. That was dumb of me. Well, I leveled Bowert.
注
Sorry.
目の一
This is fucking stupid.
私だけの景色。
I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Are you fucking around with me, man? What the hell was that?
どんなコースを走らせて
What the hell? And slow metabolism hasn't disappeared yet, man. This curse is run. This run is curse.
今まで身につけ
Let me use my skills at this point, then. Really. Well, the skills are kind of whatever. Yeah, a lot of the skills are whatever. It's okay. This is just a run to deal with.
注目の2番。
私だけの景色。
I cannot believe slow metabolism is the biggest problem I have right now. Fucking hell, man.
頑張ります。今まで身に
I could have maxed out her speed easy.
勝ちは十分。
And then it didn't even cure from the fucking infirmary visit, man.
走る。
I'm gonna end this without her recovering from slow metabolism.
今まで身につけ
So fucking dumb, man. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. This is so annoying.
これは私だけの景色。
To be fair, it's been a while since I got slow metabolism. Like, I've been so used to pressing the bottom option that I don't know. It's been like almost 2-3 weeks since I last had the slow metabolism thing going on. 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. So I was like, you know, we could just infirmary sleep it. Nothing. It stayed there, man. It fucking stayed there. This is such a waste. This is such a waste. I don't know what to get. You know what? Fuck it. Just gonna end this. At least. That really ruined the run. That really ruined the run. I'm so disappointed, man. That is so disappointing. I would have maxed out the speed.
達成。確認を忘れずにな。
It's done. At least the original thing I was worrying about is done. Now I have to deal with this. If I ran the Japanese Oaks a while ago, this would have been at least done now. Well, no, I'll worry about about that when I need to worry about that, but it's too early to worry. I'll probably worry about that tomorrow or later.
お誕生日おめでとうございます。
By the way, it's not my birthday. It was a couple of weeks ago, but I changed the date to August 21. And then it's already August 23rd, and she's still greeting me happy birthday. I guess I don't know, maybe is this a week long or something? But thanks. But yeah, my actual birthday was like a couple of weeks ago.
どうかお付き合いください。
Anyway, that's it for the first stream of today for Uma Musume. Later, we are going to continue with farming farming for Super Creek's parents. I mean, you know, trying to do a Sparks parent run for McQueen through Super Creek. Champions meeting, I think I'll do it tomorrow morning. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do champions meeting anymore at the beginning, at the active hours because fucking sweaties are like fucking awake at they start out at 6 p.m. EST. Those are the West Coast sweaties. The other sweaties, they start at around fucking, I don't know what time West Coast time, but you know they fucking some of them will probably started at around the same time. You know it starts at around the same time, but some of them are probably, the whale ones are probably, some of them have lives. So once they get back, you know. So I'll do my champions meet in the morning tomorrow. That will be the time of the day the sweaties are asleep because, you know, they will keep playing until 3 a.m. for some reason. Or whatever. And anyone who is also try hard, yeah, they'll be, you know. Of course, this is only considering American hours. Asian sweaties and European sweaties. What time do they wake up? What time do they actually play? No, I think the sweet spot should be around midnight in EST, maybe. You know what? Maybe tonight. I'll start very late again. I guess I'll start very late. I'll do my CM very late. Or, you know, I start the stream at like 10 or 11. Around 10. I do my trainings, and at the end of the day, after all the trainings of the parent, I'll do my CM. But the guys from the West Coast is gonna be active at the time. I don't know, man. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'll just end the stream here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and I'll stream again later for the second half where I work on Super Creek and CM, I guess.